Another wonderful day, and we have some more 3D printer filament in the box from Genos, of course, and they're sponsoring this video. Thanks to them, we are going to learn how to make a full racing simulator setup, all 3D printed except for the electronics, of course. We're not there yet in time, but when we do, Genos will be the first one doing that as well. So we got black this time with carbon fiber reinforced PLA. Remember last time we had just a little bit of it? This time we have a whole roll, so you know nothing is going to be breaking on this set. And for other cosmetic stuff that won't be really abused as much, we just have normal black PLA. The only reason I asked for a lot of black is because this is going to be a big project. You're going to need one roll if you're going to do it perfectly, or you're going to need two rolls if you're going to do it half and half. Let's say if you want an accent or something, or you're gonna mess up sometime, but don't worry about messing up with Genos filament because everything is always perfect. Now, continuing on to accents for color, I asked them to send me red and a whole bunch of other stuff that they thought were pretty, and they did. They sent the prettiest colors they could. I am only glad that they didn't send a full roll of filament of pretty colors, because that would be too much. Because for the whole thing to be printed itself, it's going to be about 800 grams, so it's a lot. And for all of that to be one color, if it's pink or blue, I wouldn't prefer it, but if you guys like that type of stuff, definitely go for it, because Genos does have every color you see here, plus a lot more options and varieties. So let's get on to showing you guys what it looks like. Hey guys, what's going on? We just finished printing these brand new pedals right here. I'm going to show you guys how to put these together. And currently printing in the background, you're going to be hearing is the shell for the steering wheel. So let's get straight to this. Alright guys, so it's time I show you how to put the pedals together. This is one that's finished, and I will be showing you here after every step of what I tell you to do here. So you're going to get your potentiometer, you're going to solder the outer wires, the leads, whatever, one negative, one positive, and one signal. The signal is going to go in the middle. Now you'll notice that the potentiometer has a notch on the right side right here. We're going to put that facing down right here, and we're going to secure it with a nut. You can see that right here. There it is, and that's gonna secure it in place. Next, you're gonna want to get your actual pedal and secure this arm onto it with an M3 bolt, a pretty long one, so it follows all the way through and it holds from both positions for full strength. Once you got that, you're gonna get your lever, and then your gear lever is actually gonna be right here, and they're going to mount together. So you're gonna have like a three-way type of arm going on. And the final step for this is to actually put the base and the pedal together, just to, of course, keep them down. Now, there is the bolts that are included in the description of the Thingiverse files, but I found that kind of hard to follow, and they're not here on time. So I have a 3x100mm rod, and I've been using that for all my pedals. None of them have came off yet. But I have been using them for a really, really long time, so just take my word for it. It's a good idea if you don't have the bolts for it. So that will secure these together. And finally, you're gonna want to get your choice of rubber band, whether you want the thicker kind or if you want the thinner kind, and to have like a whole bunch of stuff right here. So it's Monday and we're back, but this time I have bad news because this sadly didn't go well. And I thought it was my nozzle, but that was not the problem because I changed that and it was still doing it. But if you can see right here, it's created, well, the filament itself has created a little notch in the place where it goes in. And it causes a lot of friction, and when you pull it, you could feel that it's really hard to pull. So it pretty much suffocates the plastic that wants to go here. Good news is I bought a new metal arm and a whole metal head for this to improve that. And we could get printed as soon as possible, and hopefully we could have this out soon and everybody will know how to make their full-on 3D printed gaming set. That's a beautiful car, everybody. Shout out to Lamborghini. Alright everybody, so here's an update on what's going on. We accidentally switched printer filaments and we printed it at 50 degrees Celsius cooler than what it should have been, so it didn't really bond too well, and I'll show you how weak it was. I mean, it's still pretty strong, but it's not rigid enough. And then it slowly got worse and worse until we finally figured out that we were using the wrong filament at the wrong temperature. So we put it back on the PLA at the normal temperature, and this thing printed perfectly on the first go. I mean, look at this. Flawless. I don't even think I had to calibrate my bed. It just grabbed on completely perfect. But anyway, we do have another one here that's already 90% complete. But we were just thinking about printing a second one in pieces just to show you guys a lot easier how everything should be happening. And the carbon fiber PLA, you guys did see here earlier on these little legs for the rubber bands. So it holds the tension very well without having to use so much infill. And here are the shift paddles right now. We're going to try to print them out of normal PLA first before using the carbon fiber. And here's our little weight stuff that we have, and just keeping the printer filament just working right now because this is the second thing it's printing. We just put this on without calibrating it either, and everything looks perfectly fine. You guys can see here. This is the Ender 3, very good printer. And also here, we're going with the Arduino. I know it's a whole bunch of mess wires, but don't worry, everything's going to be simplified at the end. We're going with the Arduino instead of the Leonardo because this one has force feedback, but it's a little bit more complicated to set up. And for this video, I wanted it to make it simple so everybody can follow, and it'll be very easy. So I'll see you guys next time with the updates. Hello everybody, we're finally here. Everything is finally done. We have our steering wheel that we're going to use here. We have the one we're going to pull into pieces right now right here. So I just wanted to say a big thanks to Geno's 3D printer filament again. All of this is possible only because of them. So this is something that I didn't shed too much light on, the paddle shifters. I don't even have it on there right now because I just prefer to drive it automatic. And you're going to have to get micro switches for these. It's not really that hard. So there's two kinds. There's these, and then there's these, which are a little bit bigger. They're more like the GT3 kind. So here's the wheel itself. This is a little bit more customized than the one I currently have because this is my own configuration right here versus this one, which has almost every option. So I found that black on the bottom and the neon-y green that they have for sale is probably the most appealing. And there's also purple I put with green as like a Joker kind of status. And this is the badge, official badge for the wheel, but you can pretty much customize this however you want. So yeah, that's just those. And these are the knobs, and the knobs have a little nudge right there, or a place where you could 3D print the pointer with the color, so you can know which encoder is for that exactly, and all of these are programmable. So I'm just gonna move these aside right now. So in here, these are where your buttons will be attached and all your wiring, and then you'll slowly encase it in here. And over here is your side handles, just 3 bolts to hold on, and it also clips everything together. Prints very easy, it's very ergonomic and big. That's what I like about the McLaren GT3 steering wheel. And here we have some mounting points for most types of sim racing. So if you don't have one like mine, like a small little one on the back, and you have like a full setup and you just want to make the steering wheel, here's this. And these on the side are going to be where you're going to put your adjustable shifter paddles. You can put them in or out depending on how you like it. And this is where your wire is going to come out, the main wire, which you can actually see right here is perfect because it's like a coiled one. So those power all the buttons versus the Arduino that's in the back that's powering all of the functions of gas and steering. Alright everybody, welcome to Project Cars 2. Here we are. You're going to see a screen here, or somewhere. And you're going to see the game in the background, which is most important. So right now we do have the McLaren 650S wheel, 650S GT3 wheel. So we're going to be running that on the Red Bull circuit. So when you first launch up everything after actually going through with this project, of course, with Geno's 3D printer, filament, and whatever else links I've set in the below, you're going to need to assign all the buttons. So going to the settings, it's very simple. If you want to move the steering wheel left to go left in game, that's literally all you have to do. If you want to turn right, put right. If you want to give gas with the left foot and brake with the right foot, it's up to you, whatever you want to do, but it's that easy and simple. Especially the little Pro Micro that's in here, and our game is almost started, but I'll still keep talking. And with the Pro Micro that's in here, you have about 32 button functions, including 4 encoders that actually have clickable buttons inside as well. And it's as simple as just clicking the button and assigning whatever you want it to be. So like one of mine right now is a view button, so I'm just able to change the view very easily right here. course, there's no force feedback on here. This is just a very simple project. And I already crashed into someone. If this was real life, I probably would have been banned forever. But that's why I made the simulator. Just something very simple, you know? Actually very fun to catch on very quick, you know? If this was real life, of course, force feedback, I'd be feeling it. Because these are all GT3 cars and we're turning very, very tight corners and I crashed again. So I did set out 15 laps. I do hope that at the end of the 15th lap I get first place. I don't know why you brake there, but I can tell that the braking line is a little too early. Like I definitely feel that the car can do better than that. And just on that corner alone, we're gonna, let's see, can we overtake them before the next turn? Almost. Oh, wait, brake a little later. Take a little wider turn. I kind of messed up, but I did cut him off immediately. Only 2 minutes into the simulator, like, you already forget about what you're talking about completely, because you're just a kid in a game, of course. And it's just so fun. So on the bottom right of the game's screen, you can see that if I want to give no gas, a little bit, or all the way, I'm just gonna brake all the way here, and this isn't gonna be good for the video, but it's okay. I'm just trying to show you guys something anyway. If I want to give a little bit of brake or a lot, it's perfect. Potentiometers are catching on perfectly. And, well, I got a penalty just now, so I gotta let that guy cross. Alright everybody, we're here with Track Day A cars, which are some of the most exotic in the game, and let alone my favorite. So we have all the buttons, the steering, on the steering wheel with the Pro Micro, and I can just switch almost everything really fast. And it's really fun too. It's like, if I want to change my view, I can just do it immediately. Like, it's a lot more quiet here versus being in the back. I'll show you guys in third person view. Uh-oh, we're gonna hit someone. I'm sorry, Zonda. Oh. And here we go. So I did choose a rolling start so I could get as much speed as possible off the first lap. But here we go. I'm gonna try to take this as serious as possible, doing as good as I can as well. So here we go. Alright, bad news. I need to set up my curse button, but it's perfect because I am doing it on the video and you guys will see how it's done. So you see I come into the settings, curse right here, joy button 21. I don't know what it is, but I do know that I want to set it on the left hand side. Press that button, there it is. It's the same button it was before. Wow. Alright, I guess I just didn't press it long enough for it to kick in. Alright, so now we're going to start with brakes. No, we're not. We're going to give some gas, let off. Oh, it locked up right there. That's not good. So our curse is the bottom right hand side blue thing. You can see that going down right now and you hear a little airplane noise. That's the electric motor kicking in as well as the diesel powered engine. I think it's diesel powered, but I don't know. I braked way too much for that turn. There's no way this is going to be a good lap. But I'm just trying, so let's get this good footage. Brakes locked right there. I do not have anti-lock, but I do have traction control. So it's pretty much, I think it's authentic as to how the LMP 2016 cars were. And, oh, there we go again, some locking. But we have curse, so we are going to be using that. And we have some dirt now. Actually, gravel. I think that's what they put on the tracks. Some dirt now, probably because of the grass. This is all new to me. I haven't put any time to practice. This is just raw input from like a first-time user, and the main thing is that I'm having fun, I'm enjoying. I'm pretty sure in a week from now I'll be like 100 times better than what I am now. Probably not have to brake so hard somewhere, or on the gas I give a little bit versus like full brake so it doesn't lock. I can use my curse at better times, maybe that. So let's see what we get for this next lap. I'm still going to count this. I'm going to count this one as a good lap actually. So we're going to use up all our curse right now, because when we break into that next corner, probably going to regenerate a lot of it. So here we go, let's see. Alright, that's a little too much, but still, we're doing good. It's saying we beat our first sector. So now right whenever I come off the brake, I know to give curse, because it's like, it's extra boost, and I don't need it at a higher gear, I need it at a lower gear. You can also use the steering wheel with Assetto Corsa. You can use it with pretty much almost any game you want, as long as the game can recognize the Arduino as a controller. But even then, whenever it doesn't, you could just pretty much go into your Steam Big Picture mode setting, and you could set it up as a generic remote control and map all the buttons there, and it'll be perfectly fine.